Good evening, guys. Welcome to Sporting View Villa. I just want to give you some breakdown concerning the Champions League final. We know that day was a very massive day and it was a very big disappointment and all of that, but we still have one to celebrate, which is the England Premiership, which we won. I believe is a heartbreak. It pains a lot to get to the final and doesn't win it. But the boy tried and the team played very well according to their plan and everything. But that is to show there is a grade between PSG and Arsenal, which there is a little difference, not too much difference. I believe this season Arsenal will go to the market and bring in quality players, more quality player, more creative players that they can play a way of a good game. But for me, the game was good, and some people was even saying that the way Ateta plays and the rest, it was not okay. Because we know the percentage, the ball possession that they bring out 75-25. I believe people are say questioning Ateta. On that day, maybe the game goes to Ateta's favor, Arsenal won the Champions League. Nobody will question the tactics that it didn't work. Nobody will question it. The only place I will blame them, I don't know, told them that Gabriel Magalhaes to take a penalty, which is a defender. I believe this is his first penalty which he took as a professional player in Arsenal or in any other club, which we have a players that we bought. Like somebody like Madueke, I remember a long time ago, about last season, a bit 2 seasons ago, he was dragging penalty with Kopama before Arsenal signing. This is his time for him to show that he can play penalty. He refused. He went eating because he was dragging. People forgot that. I was even expecting people like Madueke and Zubmedu to take penalty. But the only one that pains me was Eze. I don't know how he took that penalty and missed it. It's very painful. Even PSG team, keeper can even save any penalty. Just like we throw them away. I believe they will come back again. If you look at the progression in Champions League, they are doing well. I believe the next one is in final. We don't know about next season, but I believe they will go stronger. The pressure and everything will calm down in terms of everything. They will have more experience concerning this tournament. Because I was so very bitter and heartbroken concerning that Champions League final that we lost. We lost. People are complaining why Saka is not playing. Sometimes we are forgetting that the way Saka helped the defend a lot, even in that match, he was a fullback, was like a right fullback, was defending alongside with Mosquera. How can you expect that kind of player that was defending deep to be attacking at the same time? Almost throughout the games, Saka was always close to Mosquera. If not maybe has a yellow card or there, but I don't think maybe Arteta will remove him and bring him Madueke. I believe that because of that yellow card on the same wing, we have two yellow cards there, Mosquera and Bukayo Saka. People are forgetting that sometimes the work Bukayo Saka did off the ball or within the ball when he have the ball is quite deep. It's quite deep. People doesn't understand that. Those guys are playing. It's just depending on how they play the game. It's not all about scoring sometimes in the game. That is what put Arsenal through this game. We even take them to so far and get into the final. They play together, they defend together, they do everything together. Sometimes Arteta sacrifice attacking more to defend. To defend. You see Trossard on that game helping Ikapie. I believe those days we used to play free flow football. There's nothing like that. Arsenal will score 4. They will concede 3 or they will concede 2. That is what even the same PSG. That is the same thing. That is what happened to PSG against Bayern Munich and PSG. They were attacking each other. There were a lot of goals, almost 9 goals in one game. But on this game, even on the second half close to the second half, even the extra time, when they brought in Martinelli, I was thinking the game would be very tight on that period with counter the way PSG was coming out. But we now everybody was forgetting that Ikapi played almost this extra time, the 30 minutes extra time with an injury because as Arteta doesn't have his substitution again. He have already subbed all his players in. He have used his sub. He have make his substitution. If maybe there was still a chance to remove Ikapi and bring in Calafiori, I believe the game could have been tight. Because Martinelli, all through the game that they brought in Martinelli, he was assisting Ikapi because Ikapi is already injured. He can't even run. And I remember close to almost 120 minutes that this guy have a chance. What I call his name, Edue, when Ikapi fed. Because it was that injury, he can't run. He can't even make a move proper. We almost concede there. Those are some problem that happened during the game. Even if maybe on that game, if Ikapi was fit proper without that injury, the game could have been different on Martinelli's side because what Arteta did, wanted to play counter and be throwing the ball up front for Martinelli to be running at. Because of that injury, Martinelli was withdrawing back to assist Ikapi defending. The game was very tight. Even people are complaining, Arsenal play. Arsenal restricts PSG to have, they doesn't even have more target on goals. Even, we know the penalty came, which that was even the fear I was having, Mosquera. If maybe on that first game, our last game against Crystal Palace, Timber played, or our game before against these people, the game we play, that is against Crystal Palace. Let me just say Crystal Palace. Timber play on that match. And Bolly. He played those two matches. I believe the fitness could have been more better to start Timber. Mosquera could have not even started. Mosquera could have not started that game. That was the difference. Until that penalty issue that he conceded to PSG. I think Mosquera was okay. Was okay. But people are just like, these are not good. PSG is a good team. Arsenal is a good team. It's not a fluke for the both team to go to the Champions League final. The other team, by credential, by book, they are better than Arsenal. But they are not there. Life like Barca, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, different. Even the same Man City, Liverpool. Even at the beginning of the season, if somebody tell me that Arsenal will go to final, I will not believe. I would say no. Because all my hope was that Premier League. Let Arsenal just carry that Premier League. We should all carry that Premier League. And just forget. We play all of their competition. But my main target was on that Premier League. But so quite lucky we got to the final. Because of we have the depth. If we have an injury this season, we have a lot of injury. But the problem, the only help that helped us on this season was the depth. We have the depth. We have a good quality bench that came out to play. Imagine the other day we play against West Ham. Ben White was, even before that game, Ben White was very okay. Even on that PSG match, if maybe Ben White doesn't have injury, he could have started ahead of Mosquera. He was having an injury out of the season. He can't even go to the World Cup. He can't even go to the World Cup. Most of all these Arsenal players, the work that they do off the ball, when they doesn't have the ball, is quite different from every other team. And on this England league is very tough. People that play 68 games before the final, most of all those players is present. And even this PSG team, we know that they are a good team. Even before they get here, we can analyze it. We have numbers of time that we have a game. They will have a game on Liga. They will postpone the game after Champions League. They will postpone the game. They did it maybe 2 to 3 times. They will postpone the game after Champions League. Will not be a standing match for them. Those privilege was not given to England team. It's just like when Man City was complaining that they have about 4 matches in a row. They need to play their standing match with Crystal Palace. After Crystal Palace, they need to go to the FA Cup. After the FA Cup, they will play Bournemouth. After before, like that. That's how England team is. We know that they scored that, but there are some things they are imagining things you will do on football that will favor the other team, that will favor the rest. Even if we want to talk about the penalty, I know that people are saying it's not penalty. But in the normal days, that is a penalty. That is a penalty. They said the Madueke grabbing. Nobody knows the situation. On a soccer one, there's nowhere a player, he doesn't intend to use his hand to control the ball. He wanted to play the ball. If somebody can tell me, bring a ball out and play without raising your hand, or if you miss the ball went and meet your hand. And these team people are complaining that Saka is supposed to have a penalty. They're supposed to give Arsenal penalty against, they're supposed to give PSG penalty and me. Are you forgetting when PSG play Bayern Munich? When Vitinha play the ball out and hit this guy's hand. I've forgotten his name. We meet his hand. They said it's not penalty because it's not the way they explained the case, because it was his own player that hit the ball to his hand. We are forgetting many things. But the game is a good game, sure, but it pains me that we lost the final. I believe we will go again. This is another era. And I believe this owner, Kroenke and his family, they are doing well. Because since they take over from 2018, I know they were there for a very long time, but since when they took over as the main club owner, things have been changing. And even since when George is in the platform as the head of the Arsenal group, they have been doing a lot under the ground, working under the ground, trying to bring, which even now there is a rumor about Julio Alvarez and Morgan Rogers. If you can bring those quality in, those are creative midfielder. We know that Gyökeres, people are complaining Gyökeres. No, the first season, a player that have 21 goals. It's a good game. And he have belonged since Sanchez scores 21 goals. We don't have a striker in the season that will score 21 goals. Even when Aubameyang was there, it was only Sanchez that did it. I believe it's just like what people doesn't know. Sometimes our game is limiting Gyökeres to play his own way. Because our game is, sometimes we go defense, sometimes we play pragmatic football, just one goal, score and defend. And sometimes Gyökeres work hard out of the ball. When the ball is not with them, they work hard, they defend together. If maybe Gyökeres, Arsenal is playing a free and flow football, these games, Gyökeres will score more goals. He will score more goals. Because the space, Gyökeres is like a player that he will be on the defender shoulder to shoulder. Just take the ball from the left or just give him. The next he will run to the ball. That is how Gyökeres play. It's not those players like Kahava that can hold the ball, bring him another player. Gyökeres can't bring him another player. I believe he's doing well now. He's doing those kind of things now. But we need other helping hand. Even Saka, sometimes when Saka is not performing, we can drop him, bring him another player. We need quality. I know that some players are leaving, like Gabriel Jesus, or even this, if care is not taking, Kahava is leaving, like Trossard or Martinelli. We know that some players are leaving, like Nogard is leaving. We know that they are going to bring in other midfielder, like Zubimedi, Decorais. They will still bring other midfielder. We know that. There are players to come. I know that there's another player that is coming back from loan, like Ife Nwanyiri and the rest, which I don't even need. Arsenal is a big club. I don't even need all those. We know that academy players are good. We need more experienced player to push us through. If not, we went for Decorais and Zubimedi and the rest. We know earlier this season for Zubimedi, when he came, he was good, was okay. But close to the end of the season, Zubimedi, even against Man, he was the one that cost us that game. Sometimes against Tottenham, the same thing. There are some things he does that will cost us match. Even against that Tottenham, it's just like we are winning already 3-0. The game doesn't matter. Imagine maybe it was 1-1, like the way Manchester game is when he gave the ball to Bramo. Those are the things we talk about. We need more experienced player. I believe this board will back Arteta. And I don't see other manager that even if people are still, even on this game, some players are still saying Arteta is not good. Arteta is not good. We know there is a banter, but for me, from the beginning, this is the man first job, first everything. He have not managed any club. The man learned every season. That is why I like this Arteta as my manager, as the head coach. He learned every season. Every mistake he will make this last season now, if he's coming to the new season, they will rectify it. If we are going to talk about mistake again from the next season again, but the man is trying. Yeah, keep us. It's not before we say top 4 is our goal, top 4 is our goal. We are not being top 4. We are being a contenders for the Premier League, which this year we did it. I believe by next year, it might be a glory if we improve well, if we recruit well, not like Liverpool that recruit all the big names, break their own record, sign a vet, break the record with Isaac. We don't want, I just believe better, Andrew Beto is the best for now in Arsenal recruitment. Should do a proper work. If you can recruit better, Arsenal will improve more than last season. Even if it's this just one goal, defend and do, just play the game, win the game. Like me, I doesn't care, just give me the trophy. That's what I care about. I believe people are criticizing Arsenal. The way Arteta played the game is not good. But people are forgetting Jose Mourinho. The way Jose Mourinho play game. Even Carlo Ancelotti, the way he play games. We have coaches that play defense that have won trophy, but there was no criticism. But when Arteta did it, if it's Arsenal, there's a problem. If Chelsea was attacking, this record that no team have ever broken 15 goals in a season. It was Mourinho. Defend. Defend is the first proper standard you do in when you are playing a football. If you build from the defend to the attack, it will be okay. That is what Arteta have been doing. Arteta have been building from the defend to the attack, from the defend to the midfield. I believe the attack now, we have a number 9, which I can't read. I will not wrote Gyökeres out. I know that it's a new league and 21 goals is not a fluke. He will still play more. And next season, we still improve with other good creative players around him and different pattern of play. If Arteta can change a pattern of play, imagine a team that will score 1 goal or go and defend. How can you have that kind of attacker to score 1 goal for you? Sometimes Arsenal create in different way, either set piece and that. If maybe at 2022 to 23, or 23 to 24, we have somebody like Gyökeres. When Arsenal was playing their free and flow football, we scored 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals. Gyökeres was in that team. We scored 1 goal because the kind of game that Arsenal was playing then was almost suitable to Gyökeres. Like this game Arteta is playing now is not a pattern of Gyökeres. It's not the pattern Gyökeres play. I believe this season will be a next season because the pressure is off. They have won the league. It's for them to retain it this season. Guardiola have already left. The only happiness I have on this league that we won, that is not that Guardiola have already left before Arteta win the league. Arteta beat Guardiola to win the league. That is what I'm happy for. Because arrival, like people like Mikel Obi, that is trying to create content, talk rubbish. That guy need to. I will know that there is a banter. Sometimes when you see the truth, you say the truth. When you analyze football the way he is. I believe Arsenal prove him wrong. He said Arsenal can't win the Premier League. Arsenal prove him wrong that they have won the Premier League. He said Arsenal can't do this. Sometimes football, you need to say the truth the way it is. We can banter about football. When you are seeing team improving, you say it. This team is improving. You are bantering Arsenal, but you can't banter your whole team that you support, Chelsea, the way they are now. They finished 10th position, no Champions League, no Conference League. You are saying you are happy that Arsenal didn't win the Champions League. I believe even before Chelsea won the Champions League, they have tried first and the second time they won it. Which ever since Arsenal have lost that Champions League final at 2006 when they lost it, there was no improvement to the team. That is why they didn't go to the final. It's always round 16 and thereabout semi-final finish. That is how they play it. That is how they play it. But since this season, since about some season, Arsenal have been improving. They qualified for the Champions League. They have been improving. I believe they will improve. This one we are talking about, they will still go to the final again. As far they are improving, unless after winning this Premier League, they go back to their old ways. That is how they will not improve. But as far they are still playing, they will still improve. Because that is why I like people like Jamie Carragher. Sometimes he talk a lot, but sometimes when you see the truth, he will tell you. People like Mikel B is just content creator for me. Because sometimes he doesn't talk the football. When you see the game, you say the truth. You analyze the game the way it is. Not because of banter, because there is no banter. We can banter, but when there is time to say the analysis and the way the game goes, you will say it. Not maybe they didn't play. You are under the team that played defending football. I remember you were a creative midfielder when you were playing for under 17. Jose Mourinho convert you to 6. Take you to blocking 4. He convert you instantly. You were a creative midfielder when you were playing under 17 World Cup. You were a defending team under Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho will score, you will go and defend. Why you now are not criticizing this pattern of Arteta? What I love about Arteta is he have played under different coach and he have learnt a lot. That is what put him through along the line. That is what make him to win the Premier League because he have gone a lot. He have different way to play football. He have different way to approach the game. If you said he should defend, he will defend. If you said he should attack, he will attack. If you said he should hold the ball and control the game, he will use his team. The man is improving every day. He's not a coach that is not improving. When he came, he took 8th twice. The next thing 5th. The third, he went 4th. The other second 3 times. And now he won the league. He's a good coach. Even if we are saying, if Arteta leave Arsenal, he goes to like likes of Bayern Munich. I know sometimes people will compare that company is better than Arteta. No, he's not better than Arteta. If Arteta go to Bundesliga and be in that, he will be the coach of Bayern Munich, he will still win the league. He will still win the Bundesliga. He will still win it. If you take him to Barca, he will still win the league. Arteta will still win the league. People are forgetting that England, even the little team like Bournemouth, Burnley, Wolves can disgrace you on a very good day. Even this title race, which team that ended the reign? Bournemouth beat Arsenal 2-1. They draw with Man City 1-1. Everton from nowhere draw Man City, even beating them 3-0. 3-1. Man City was the one that scored for the Nicolas 3-1. The team is very big. England is very difficult. Arteta is a good coach. He learns every day. I can take Arteta over Company because I've seen his handwork every year. We know that Company is a good coach, but I will take Arteta over Company. If Arteta goes to the Bayern Munich team, he will still coach them. They will win the La Liga. They will win it. I believe both of them have made this season. You see the way the game is. Because Arteta have different way to play. Even if it doesn't, you say he's pragmatic, he's played different, he will win. That's what I like. That's what I like. The man is a genius. He's a genius. He will still be a good coach. That's what I like about the game. The game is very free and flow. Even the Champions League, I believe it will still take us there. It's the one that take us to the final. It will still take us there. The Premier League is done. It's for we to retain it. Just what I want for Arsenal now. Now more dominator. We should dominate the England League. Now if Arsenal to improve the more team. Because even the old team now, even if we say Areola is going to Liverpool, Xabi Alonso to Chelsea, Tottenham have a new coach. Manchester United is still a new coach because Carrick just took over as the manager now. Before he was interior manager. Now he's took over now. He took over as a head coach now. It will not be like the same, and there will be a pressure on Carrick now himself because he's going to Champions League, he's going to play the FA Cup, he's going to play the Cali Cup, he's going to play the Premier League. It's not like last season he was playing one game. Sometimes he was playing one game in 10 days, one game in 12 days. The pressure will be on there. The main coach that has more experience in title race now is Arteta. that have been there, that have done it 3, 4 times in a row. That the fourth time, now he take it along the line. He take it over and he won it. That is the oldest coach. People are forgetting that. He's the oldest coach that has that experience. It's just what I believe now. If the board can back him with more, we need more creative midfielder. We need more players. Players that can play game, that can take the game from the scratch to the end. No player that are afraid to take risk. There are players that can take risk. You're like this game of 18 is like turning to a robot. Before, players play freely. You're like just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game. Like those days. Then when I watch Arsenal, it's free. Very enjoy. You'll be looking. That's why everybody fall in love with Thierry. Because the way he played the game, the David Beckham and the rest, all of that. Because the way they play their game is quite different. We need those kind of players that can take the ball from the scratch to the end, that can create from nothing to something, that will not be afraid to take a risk, that will not be afraid to make that pass, that will not be afraid to make the run. Because it's just so decisive of playing here, left and right. They will not run. You can't run a player. You can't mark a player. You can't take player one-on-one. We need those skillful players. Those skillful players, they are still there. For me, if maybe Arsenal can get a winger like Leo from AC Milan, the guy is good. We need skillful player that can dribble, because if you have a player that can dribble, they can unlock low defense. Defense that see deep, team that see deep, that will say, okay, you play the ball. Because if you don't have a player that is skillful, that can play all those games, you can't unlock them. Even if you shoot from outside the box, they will be blocking it. That's the only thing that we lack. If we can get those things, creative players in. I know that Morgan Rogers is good. We can get player like that. Julian Alvarez is good. If we can get that, because Arsenal is releasing most players is leaving. Not just think that Arsenal is going that, because we have a lot of players that is going to leave this season. Some of the players that is injury pro and the rest, some of them are leaving. Like Jesus is leaving. I believe Martinelli is leaving too. He's leaving. Which I have said before, we need a creative player. Because in the next Champions League or thereabout, we need players that they are capable, they have experience, that can soak pressures, that can play under pressure. That they can play under pressure no matter how, they will play under pressure. No player that can't play under pressure. Which I just pray. We know that Bukayo Saka has suffered through some injury and that his game was done this season. I believe by next season he should improve more than the way it is. Not maybe they just give you big contract. They just give you a contract of 300. I don't know why that is always happening in Arsenal. I believe we'll see them, Aubameyang, most players. You just give them new contract, big money, big cash. They will just like drop off from their standard. I don't think so in case of Bukayo Saka. The guy passed through a lot. Even last season, he played with Hercules injury throughout the season before he went to do the surgery. This season, it was like off and on. He's not a player that go through injury and come back the same. They will still struggle. They will still do this. You understand? They will still go through those problems. But I don't believe by next season, he will improve his game. The same thing with Madueke. We know that probably Ava might still be there, or they will sell Ava, but I know Jesus is going. Either Martinelli, I know Trossard is still leaving. We need to reinforce on the defense. Like Ben White is good, but we need to let Ben White go and bring in other defender to support Timber. Like Capie now, we know that Capie is on loan. He's returning back now. But I believe by the auction, Arsenal should just permanent his loan D to permanent D, which is auction. I believe Arsenal will do it. He's a good player. He's a good defender. He's better. I love Ikapi more than Calafiori. Calafiori is good of carrying the ball, sweeping to the midfield and all that. But Ikapi is a defender. If maybe we have Calafiori on that PSG game, we could have a lot of problem. That is why they didn't play it. It is good of attacking. There is a game. We need both of them. I believe the both of them is okay. We can swap them. And Calafiori have injury a lot. That is the only worry I have for him. He have injury a lot. Me, I don't even need any player in injury because as Premiership is very tight and tough. We need player that can stand and play up to 30 match or 20 something match. No, you go to injury, come back and play 4 match, 10 match or 20 match in a day. The standard of Arsenal now, they will be playing up to 70 or 60 match in a season by the standard. Because last season now they went to the Cali Cup final. You can calculate the match. It's because they didn't went to the final before the FA Cup. Maybe it could have been around almost 70 matches that Arsenal have played all through the season. All through the season. We just need reinforcement. That's just my own way breakdown of the game against Champions League final and other things we need and other things we know. But the game is very okay for me. I believe this team will come back. I believe so because nobody predicted Arsenal will go to the final. Even most punditry, social media, because in terms of the YouTube space now and internet, everything is changed. Nobody want to speak the truth. For me, I didn't even expect Arsenal would go to the final, that will reach the final. I never expected it. Because for me, I was thinking that maybe probably uh, they just anyhow they will just still go there, but they got to the final. Hopefully next season on that day we'll still take off. We'll still play the game. One love. Please like and subscribe for our content to go viral. For other people for them to see our view. Please like and subscribe and share and comment. Thank you. Welcome again once to Sporting View Villa. Thank you. We'll be giving you, when the World Cup starts, we'll be breaking some details. We'll still be giving you watch along and everything.